10 bow exercises to help you improve your bow technique and your sound. If we haven't met, hi, I'm Megan. I'm a violinist and teacher currently based in New Jersey. I've been playing the violin for over 20 years. I have both my bachelor's and master's degrees in violin performance, and I'm a Suzuki trained teacher. If you're an adult learner who's struggling to find time to practice or just needs a little bit more support and accountability on your journey, check out my Learn Violin Online membership, which is always linked in the description. This includes access to 7 digital courses, an exclusive community, and video feedback from me. Without further ado, let's get into the exercises. The first 2 exercises will be aimed at helping you with your pinky strength. Pinky strength is so important because when you're playing in the lower part of the bow, your pinky needs to be very heavy and have a lot of control over the bow, and it can't do so if it's not strong. I don't know if it's unfortunately, but we don't use our pinky a lot in day-to-day life, so it takes a lot of strengthening to get it up to where it needs to be. Exercise number 1 is something that I call pinky push-ups. You're going to take your bow, do your normal bow hold, and put it on your left shoulder. Then you are going to press your pinky down and allow your bow to come off your shoulder, and then gently set the bow back onto your shoulder. You should be feeling the resistance in this area of your hand. It's also important to maintain this resistance at all times, so just let the bow kind of flop back onto your shoulder. Exercise number 2 is called in and out. You're going to take your bow and place it, is this vertically or horizontally? I can never remember. This way. And then use your pinky to move your bow. So you're going to straighten out your pinky, and the tip of your bow is going to come towards you, and then you'll curl your pinky back in, and then the tip of the bow will come away from you. For this exercise to work, your pinky needs to be slightly on the inside corner of the bow rather than right on top of the bow. And yes, your pinky will slip off. These 5 exercises are going to work on finger flexibility. It is so important for your fingers to stay loose and flexible. It not only helps you produce a beautiful sound, but it's also vital for off the string bow strokes. Exercise number 3 is something I call the paintbrush. So you're going to take your bow and place it on your left shoulder, and then you'll also hold it with your left hand. Then you'll take your right hand, make the loose shape of a bow hold, and then just run your fingers up and down the bow like so. You can also notice that my wrist is being very soft and flexible and moving up and down along with my fingers. Exercise number 4 is a really popular one. It is the spider. So again, you'll take your bow hand, make sort of a loose bow hold, and then you'll move your fingers up the bow like a little spider, and then down the bow. Down the bow is a lot harder. But as you can see, I'm moving my fingers and my thumb separately, right? So it's like thumb goes, finger goes. Your fingers also have to be pretty strong and nimble to be able to do this exercise. Exercise number 5 is again called in and outs. I guess I'm not very creative with these names, but it is a different exercise than the pinky exercise. So you'll take your bow and you'll place it, I think this is vertically, I could be wrong, but up and down, up and down. And then you are going to straighten your fingers out and curl them back in and out. And what I want you to notice here is that my wrist is not moving at all. So I'm not doing something like that with my wrist. My wrist is staying still, and really it's my fingers that are doing all of the work. In order for this exercise to work, your pinky has to be pretty strong. Exercise number 6 is something I call circle in and outs. If you can think of a better name, please drop them in the comments. But you're going to place your bow out in front of you with the hair facing downwards, and you're going to make a circle with your fingers. This is especially good for very fast string crossings. Exercise number 7 is collé. So collé is technically a bow stroke, but it's not often seen in repertoire. It's most often used as a bow exercise like we're doing here right now. So to perform collé, you are not going to move any part of your arm, only your fingers. Place your bow at the frog on the E string, And to perform a down bow, straighten your fingers and allow your bow to come off the string. See, my fingers are pretty straight at this point. Place your bow back on the string and curl your fingers back in for the up bow, and again, allow your bow to come off the string. Exercise number 8 is for wrist flexibility. So for this exercise, you're going to play just an open string on a down bow, but stop when you get to about the 3/4 mark on the bow. Now to get the bow to move the rest of the way to the tip, you're going to flex your wrist. And the same thing going back the other way. As you can see, my fingers are involved as well. The final 2 exercises are for bow control. Now, you might be thinking, Megan, what is bow control? Well, bow control refers to how well you can control and manage your bow. So think like if you're trying to play something really soft, really sweet, really lyrical, not use a lot of bow, you need really good bow control. So I don't have any great names for these exercises, but the first one, exercise number 9, is you're going to basically try to bow for as long as you can. So see how long you can do one single down bow. So this, of course, means you're going to have to move your bow very, very slowly. As you can see, I'm not really making too much of a sound, which is okay. This is one of my favorite exercises. I used to do it every single day. I put my metronome on at the slowest I can go and see how many clicks I could get in one bow. Exercise number 10 is similar. However, this time you're not going to move the bow quite as slowly because you do want to hear a solid sound. And you want to make a crescendo as you approach the tip and a decrescendo as you approach the frog. And of course, you can do it opposite as well. Bow exercises were helpful. I would suggest adding 2 or 3 of them into your warm-up routine depending on what part of the bow hand or bow hold you are trying to work on. Subscribe before you go, drop any comments, drop any questions in the comments, and thank you for watching.